What if LeBron James had Steph Curry's career? We're going to be starting this simulation off in the 2014-15 season, the year Steph won his first MVP. But you might be wondering, where's Curry going to be? Well, he's going to be in Cleveland, replacing LeBron James. And in year number one, LeBron picked up right where Steph left off, winning the 2015 MVP, and Steve Kerr was the coach of the year for our Golden State Warriors. In round number one, we were taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. They had players like Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis, two solid guys, and we actually went 7 with them, but luckily we were able to get it done with a big 19-point win in Game 7. LeBron and Klay came up big for us. In round 2, we're taking on the Lob City Clippers. And this is definitely a solid team. I think they're better than the Pelicans team we took on, but we're able to beat them in a gentleman's sweep. Now we're in the conference finals with our biggest challenger yet, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And OKC would definitely give us a battle. The series was all tied up at 2 apiece, and in Game 5, we needed to win. And luckily, we did exactly that, coming up big in the final few minutes to go ahead and clutch out a W. LeBron had 47 points, and he's just been having a huge playoff run for us. In Game 6, though, the Oklahoma City Thunder came right back. I mean, they've got KD and Russ, and Dion Waiters was even getting some buckets in that one. So we've got to go to Game 7. And in Game 7, we have LeBron James, and Bron was able to get the job done, and he's facing an unexpected opponent. His former teammate Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat have somehow made it to the NBA Finals. I'm not really sure how this happened, but here we go. We're going to be taking on Miami here, and this was a tough series. It was all tied up at 2 apiece heading into Game 5. And in Game 5, we've got a close one. LeBron has the ball as we're up by 3 points. LeBron's going to get down the lane and get the easy layup to go. We're up by 5 points here, but there's still plenty of time left for the Miami Heat. And Dragic is going to find Amari Stoudemire for an open layup. Remember, Amari Stoudemire actually did play for Miami in the later years of his career. But can we answer after that Amari bucket? Bron's going to get the screen from Draymond. He pulled a Ben Simmons passing out of a wide open layup. Now Iggy finds Klay wide open in the corner, and Klay misses. What a terrible possession there. I feel like we absolutely blew multiple really good chances, and now Miami is going to have a chance to tie this game up. Will they be able to do it? It looks like they're going to go to Goran Dragic. Dragic tries to pass it, but LeBron deflects it. Klay secures the ball, and now we have a chance to make this a 2-possession game. We give it to Klay. Klay takes this weird shot where he's falling to the ground, and he misses it. And now the door is right back open for the Miami Heat. They once again go to an older Amari Stoudemire who misses, gets his own rebound, and now they're going to Goran Dragic. Dragic, he's going to get the screen from Hassan Whiteside. He pulls the mid-range. Man, this is just some nasty offense from the Miami Heat. And Klay Thompson, speaking of nasty, he misses a free throw. Surprising to see that from one of the best shooters ever. But he does go ahead and knock down the second. We're up by 4 points here. Dwayne Wade has it. He's going to pass it to Goran Dragic. Dragic, the tough 3. Bro, this Heat team, I don't understand how they made it to the finals. But yeah, Dragic blew that shot there. And now we're headed to a Game 6 where we can seal the deal. And we do exactly that. I feel like this series should have been a sweep. But Klay Thompson, there he is. Game 6 Klay. 45 points, and Bron is going to go ahead and win the finals MVP as he gets a 2015 championship, just like Curry did. Now it's time for the 15-16 season, the year of the infamous blown 3-1 lead, the 73-9 season. And LeBron does repeat as MVP just like Curry did. Now, this was not a 73-win season. Not too surprising, though. I mean, winning 73 games in 2K is extremely difficult. It's also very difficult in real life. But we're going to get out of round number 1 against New Orleans in 6 games. Round 2, we're taking on a new opponent, the San Antonio Spurs. But this team just wasn't a match for us. We go ahead and we beat them in 5. And before we take on OKC, I'd really appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 15K before 2K24. Anyway, we're tied up at 2-2 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And unfortunately, in Game 5, we just absolutely blew it. We lost by 32 points to OKC. Russ gave us 43 and KD gave us 36. Yeah, man. it's wraps. We lost in that one. But in game 6, we end up losing once again. Despite LeBron James dropping 54 points, we still lost. Wow. Clay only gave us 16. KD gave us 43. And that's a wrap. The Cavs actually win the NBA Finals with Steph Curry to add insult to injury. But now, the infamous KD decision. Durant is now on the Golden State Warriors playing with Bron, Clay, and Draymond. And Bron takes home another MVP. Steve Kerr takes home another Coach of the Year. So Bron already has 3 MVPs to Curry's 2. And he still has the same amount of championships as Curry had at this point in time with 1. We go ahead and we beat the Utah Jazz in 7 games in the first round. A tough 1 versus 8 matchup. And now we're taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. And they have AD and Boogie in the front court. But we go ahead and we beat them in a gentleman's sweep. Now we're taking on the Houston Rockets, probably one of the best teams ever to never win an NBA championship. And they showed us exactly why here, beating us in a gentleman's sweep and moving on to the NBA Finals, where Harden would actually get a championship and a Finals MVP. Now it's time for year number 2 of Bron and KD, and this was the year the Warriors had Boogie. We won 69 games, which was really good. I think this was our best season yet. LeBron didn't score as much, but he's got a lot of other guys who can score, and we were right back in the conference finals, taking on the Houston Rockets once again. Hopefully this time there will be a different outcome. We were actually up in the series, but Houston came back, taking the next 2 games. Luckily, in Game 5, we were able to win. LeBron James and Klay Thompson were really big for us, and Draymond Green had a triple-double. But in Game number 6, the Houston Rockets came right back, and LeBron kind of had a rough scoring game, only 17 points. But in Game 7, we can't have LeBron doing that, and unfortunately, we got absolutely blown out. The Houston Rockets are going back to the finals for the 2nd straight season in this sim, and James Harden is going to take home another chip. Now it's time for the weird Golden State years, where Klay Thompson was injured, they had like D'Lo, and Steph's also going to be on the Lakers, of course, because that's where Bron went. I just wanted to let you all know of that, but yeah, this team was just absolutely terrible. I don't even blame Bron for not getting them to the playoffs. This was the year that Steph ended up getting injured in real life, the 1920 season, and now it's time for the 2020-2021 season, where they did have like Wiggs and Jordan Poole, Kelly Oubre. I mean, they were all right. And LeBron, of course, he's going to continue to do his thing. But unfortunately, it was another year where we struggled. But this next year, the 2021-22 season, was the year where the Warriors won the chip in real life. And Klay Thompson was back. They were really doing their thing, clicking on all cylinders. So we'll see if LeBron James can do that in Steph Curry's place. In round number 1, we went to 7 games with the Minnesota Timberwolves, but luckily we were able to clutch up in Game 7, winning by 15 points. Bron came up big in Game 7, and we're moving on to round number 2. And it's going to be the Memphis Grizzlies. This is a team that the Warriors have had their share of beef with, and the Lakers with LeBron have had their share of beef with in real life. And unfortunately, we lost to them in a gentleman's sweep. LeBron had a great playoff run, but he wasn't able to get the ring like Curry did. And so far, he's only won 1 ring in Golden State to Curry's 4. But he's still got one more chance. This is the most recent season in real life, the 2022-23 season, and the Warriors came into the playoffs as a 5 seed, and they were actually going to be taking on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. This was a competitive series that was all tied up at 2 apiece after 4 games, and in Game 5, we got a close one. This is exactly what I wanted to see. LeBron James gets down the lane, takes a little step back jumper, and he's going to miss it. The Lakers are up by 3 here with the ball. They're in a pretty good spot. Steph gives it to AD. AD kind of like fumbled some good positioning in the post. Vando gets the board, kicks it out to a wide open Lonnie Walker, who misses, and the Warriors are able to secure the board. They give it to Bron. Bron, why not? He just pulls the 3 and he hits a big shot from Bron to tie up the game. The Lakers are going to try to answer with a fadeaway Curry 3 that ends up missing. LeBron James gets the rebound, and now he has a chance to put his team up in this game. LeBron, working in the mid-range area, is going to pass it to Jonathan Kuminga. Kuminga over to Wiggins, and he bricked that 3 crazy. And now the Lakers can try and take the lead. Curry, another fadeaway 3 that misses. and the Warriors are going to have another chance to take the lead. Less than a minute left at this point, and I bet they'll go to LeBron. Yep, there you go. LeBron, the mid-range jumper is good. Bron, a 3 and a mid-range bucket, and now his team is up by 2. We came in, they were down 3. Now they're up 2. Steph trying to get down the lane. Some good defense by Bron. Bron gets the rebound, and LeBron James, he is not done yet. He's going to get the ball at the top of the key, work his way into the paint as we've seen him do many times, and get to the free throw line where he knocked down 2 big free throws to put his team up 4. Now, the Warriors realistically have one more chance at it if they can knock down a 3, but they go to AD for 2, well contested by Draymond, and this one is over. We're going to win in Game 5, and we're 1 win away from making it to the second round. And luckily, in Game 6, we were able to get it. A Jordan Poole 30 ball, a LeBron James triple-double. That's going to be good enough for us to move on to round 2. We're taking on a Blazers team that just upset the number 1 seeded Nuggets, and this team just really isn't that good. Somehow, they took us to 7 games, but we were able to get the job done. Not too big of a surprise. I don't even know how they took us to 7. We had a pretty mid-game 7 as a team, but hey, it works. We're moving on to the conference finals, taking on the Dallas Mavericks with Luka and Kyrie, one of Bron's best teammates, and Kyrie Irving could end up eliminating him from the playoffs, but we're going to try here in Game 6 to force a Game 7. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it, and that's where this video is going to end. LeBron James won 3 MVPs and only 1 championship when we put him into Steph Curry's shoes. That's it for the video. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.